All right, is everybody ready? Good morning, how are you? Did we end up finding out who the public defender was so I could promote that person?
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Catherine DeRico.
Hey there.
All rise and raise your right hand.
Todos levántense y levanten su mano derecha.
All rise and raise your right hand. Do you swear in front of testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so I do?
Juran decir la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad. Si es así, digan, lo haré.
Okay, have a seat. Madam Interpreter, raise your right hand. Do you swear that you will and faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English? The question asked and so given of extra ability, how such ability say I do?
I do.
All right, good morning, everyone. Are we beginning with the extradition calendar? Yes,
Yes, do you want us to announce, Your Honor?
you may. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'll follow your lead. Go ahead.
Okay, Ana Romas on behalf of the state for out-of-state extraditions.
Nessa Hath on behalf of the state. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Can the public defender announce?
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Catherine DeRico.
All right, so is Dozier the first one? Okay. Hi, good morning, Mr. Dozier. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good, and you?
All right, good. Assistant State Attorney Romas, do you want to just go ahead and take the lead?
Sure. This morning you're here on an out-of-state warrant from Georgia for violation of probation, reference of possession of a firearm during a crime, and possession with intent to distribute marijuana, driving without a license, and some possession, it doesn't say of what. You have two choices today. You can either waive extradition, which means that you will go voluntarily back to Georgia. They will pick you up within 30 days. Or you can contest extradition, means that you're not contesting the underlying warrant or the underlying case in Georgia. You're just contesting the warrant to take you back there. And that will give Georgia 90 days to get a governor's warrant for your return, during which time you will be held no bond in Miami-Dade.
I would like to sign a waiver.
Okay, as Judge Glazer says, that's a very smart decision. There's a waiver for you to sign, and we can reset it for May 27th, which is in 15 days, to encourage Georgia to come and get you earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
What's the reset date?
May 27th.
Are they both waived? It's two cases.
Is that, yes, that's for both.
No, there should be a motion to quash for the second case. The second Georgia case, I didn't see that it was him. I'm sorry, Your Honor. So the previous defendant, not the individual who's on camera now, had another warrant from Georgia.
Come here.
And you have moved to quash that, correct?
Correct, Your Honor. There was some technical difficulty this morning, but you should have the paperwork to sign.
I do.
Case is being quashed. What's the case number that's being quashed?
F259403.
All right, so I'm signing the order granting that motion to quash.
Okay. And Mr. Dozier, to explain that to you, there was another county in Georgia that also was requesting your extradition, but they have abandoned the out-of-state warrant. That's from Floyd County, Georgia. That warrant still exists. So once you get back to Georgia on the other case, you would probably want to check in with Floyd County, Georgia to make sure that you deal with that one as well.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Rashad Gross. Good morning, Mr. Gross.
Good morning.
Mr. Gross, you're wanted from Will County, Illinois, on a failure to appear for burglary and theft, 2 counts. Illinois wants you to return. You have 2 choices. You can waive extradition, which means that Illinois will come and pick you up within 30 days. Or you can contest extradition. When you contest extradition, you do not contest or fight the underlying charge. You're contesting only Illinois' right to take you back to Illinois. And they'll have 90 days to get a governor's warrant to return you, during which time you'll remain here in Miami-Dade, no bond. Would you like to waive or contest?
Wait.
Okay. That means we'll reset your case F-25-9432 for May 27th to give Illinois a first 15 days to try and get them to come here quicker. But remember, they do have 30 days to pick you up.
All right, good luck to you, sir. June Kimball. Miss Kimball, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Ms. Roman?
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Kimball. You were wanted on an out-of-state warrant from El Paso County, Colorado. The warrant is for failure to comply on criminal mischief and a DUI. You have 2 choices this morning. You can waive extradition and agree to go voluntarily to Colorado. Colorado would have 30 days to pick you up from Miami-Dade. Or you can contest the out-of-state warrant, which means you're not fighting the underlying charges. You are only contesting the extradition. If you do so, Colorado will have 90 days to obtain a governor's warrant for your arrest. And during that time, you would remain held no bond in Miami-Dade County. Would you like to waive or contest?
She said waive.
Can I hear her say it, please?
Waive.
Okay, thank you. We will reset your case for May 27th, 15 days from now, to try and get Colorado here sooner.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am. The next case is Richard Rowe.
You already looked at her locals are pending, a traffic is a correction can advise when she's going to ordinance.
Corrections, do you have that case number? I have it for you if you need.
Is Mr. Rowe present?
To be Metro West.
No, MPC, you can give the date.
Okay.
Corrections, do you need the case number for the traffic case?
No, Judge.
When is that set?
July 1st.
So is that the date we give it, Ms. Romas, or we need it sooner?
Generally, Judge Glazer would say that that's set too far out, that we should try and find a way to get it set sooner. I can reach out to, at least to my counterpart, if the public defender could reach out to her counterpart and see if that ticket could get set sooner. And then we could set it within 15 days.
Okay. Do you want to give it that date now, or do you want to wait and find out?
Sure, we can reset it for 5/27. I will attempt to get it set for court before then for the traffic ticket, if the APD could also as well.
This is on Richard Rowe, correct?
On Richard Rowe, F-25-8808.
Next case, Daniel Cantarero.
That's a quash.
He's released.
Okay. This too that he was released. Okay. Okay. Lancaster Roman,
He's a quash and we skipped Gregory Howard.
oh, my apologies. Okay, and that's a quash also, no?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and Roman Lancaster Hammond is a quash. Davell Montgomery,
Also a quash.
Demario Mormon.
Okay, so
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Mormon. You are wanted from Douglas County, Georgia on a warrant for felony burglary and no forced entry, burglary in the second degree. You have two choices this morning. One is to waive extradition, which means you agree to go back to Georgia to face that case. If you do so, Georgia will have 30 days to pick you up. Or you can contest extradition, which means you are not fighting the underlying charge. You are only fighting the warrant to bring you back to Georgia. If you do so, Georgia will have 90 days to obtain a governor's warrant. And during that time, you will be held no bond in Miami-Dade County. Would you like to waive or contest?
I would like to waive.
Thank you. We will reset for 15 days, May 27th, to get Georgia here, but they do have 30 days to come and get you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Youngblood. Is that Mr. Youngblood?
No, no, Judge, this is Mr. Peterson. If we could pass Mr. Youngblood.
Okay, I'll pass. Let's go to Gregory Peterson.
Okay, Mr. Peterson, you are wanted on a warrant from Bexar County, Texas. The warrant is felony, reference active assault against a family or household member. It says something about an IAT. I'm not sure what that is, Mr. Peterson. But regardless, Bexar County, Texas does want you back. So you have two options this morning. You can waive extradition, which means Texas will have 30 days to come and get you when you agree to go back to Texas to face those charges. Or you can contest extradition, which means you're not fighting the underlying case. You're fighting the fugitive warrant only. And Texas would have 90 days to obtain a governor's warrant for your return. During that time, you would be held no bond in Miami-Dade County. Would you like to waive or contest?
Waive. Waive.
Okay, thank you. We will let Texas know and give them until May 27th. We'll reset you for May 27th, but they do have 30 days to come and get you.
Good luck, Mr. Youngblood. Excuse me, Mr. Peterson.
And also, I should advise, I think I have it to sign the paperwork. The waiver paperwork.
All right. We passed Mr. Youngblood. Are we ready for him now?
I don't believe so,
Not
Judge.
ready yet. We pass.
Okay. What about, no, I don't see Miss O'Sullivan there either.
Or is this Mr. Franklin?
This is Mr. Franklin.
Okay, number 13 on your calendar, Your Honor.
Oh, Sullivan went to Judge Vinzer.
Okay. Do we want to reset till tomorrow or this afternoon?
It looks for Mr. O'Sullivan, it looks like his next court date on his local case is May 19th, so we can set it for May 20th. Hopefully he closes that out.
Okay. And then back to Franklin, I don't seem to have anything on that case.
Do you want me to go ahead or wait for you to find the paperwork, Your Honor?
in the stack there and see if you can find it. Go ahead. You can, I'll look while you speak. Yeah.
Okay, great. Mr. Franklin, you are
Yes.
wanted from Baltimore City, Maryland.
Yes.
Reference a charge for felony firearm possession with a felony conviction and illegal possession of a firearm.
Yes.
You have two choices this morning, Mr. Franklin. You can waive extradition, which means you agree to go back to Maryland, and they will have 30 days to come and pick you up. Or you can contest extradition, which does not mean that you are fighting the underlying case. It only means that you're fighting the warrant. Maryland will have 90 days to obtain a governor's warrant for your return, and you will be held no bond in Miami-Dade County during that time. Would you like to waive extradition or contest?
Wait.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Franklin.
Welcome.
We'll reset you for May 27th, which is 15 days from now, to try and get you out of here sooner. But Maryland does have 30 days to pick you up.
May I ask you a question, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Is that the only charges like that? What did you say, the handgun? And what else?
It says felony firearm possession with a felony conviction and illegal possession of a firearm.
Oh, okay, no, because the reason why, because they were saying something about assault. I'm like, I ain't assault no one. I haven't.
I do not see assault on my paperwork.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. John McLaughlin.
He's a quash, Your Honor.
Okay. Carlos de Jesus.
He previously waived, Judge.
Okay.
Is he present?
No, you can give a date.
Okay, Your Honor, it looks like his next case on his next date on the pending local case is May 13th. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can set it for May 14th.
Thank you. Matthew Sicarella.
He previously waived, Judge. Can give a date.
Your Honor, we requested a 10-day extension for the pickup till May 22nd,
Do we set it for the 22nd then, or the 23rd?
the 23rd.
Okay.
30th day, the 25th.
Okay, 5/23.
And that's two cases, Your Honor.
I see that now. Thank you. Michael Lamar Smith.
He's a quash.
Randolph Smith.
Your Honor, it looks like he previously waived but has picked up a new local charge. I don't know if that new charge is on today's calendar or I'm not sure. But
He went to Judge Rodriguez.
okay, in any regard, it looks like his next court date on the new local charge that he picked up is May 27th, so we can reset it for May 28th.
5/28. Brandon Sartor.
Judge Rodriguez.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm showing court date 5/19. So should we set 5/20?
correct, Your Honor.
5/20. Darwin Maldonado.
You can't withdraw.
Metro
West number 6.
Mr. Maldonado, you do speak English?
Yes,
Okay.
not
Okay.
very well, but I could try.
Prefer an interpreter? We have an interpreter.
Please.
Okay, very well. Ms. Romas?
Okay, good morning, Mr. Maldonado.
Buenos días, señor Maldonado.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
You do have locals pending in Miami-Dade.
Usted tiene cargos locales pendientes en Miami-Dade.
And you are also wanted by Suffolk County, New York.
Y también lo quieren en el condado de Suffolk, New York.
It's regarding felony murder, second degree with intent.
Es en cuanto a un cargo de asesinato, delito mayor, segundo grado con intención.
As to the charge from New York, you have two options.
En cuanto al cargo de Nueva York, usted tiene dos opciones.
You can waive extradition,
Usted puede no disputar, no pelear la extradición.
and that means you will have 30 days from the date your local case closes to be picked up by New York.
Y eso significa que usted tendría 30 días desde el día que se cierre su caso local para que Nueva York lo recoja.
Or you can contest extradition.
O usted puede disputar, pelear la extradición.
And New York will have 90 days to obtain a governor's warrant.
Y Nueva York tendría 90 días para obtener una orden de arresto del gobernador.
You would not be fighting the underlying charges in New York.
Usted no estaría peleando los cargos fundamentales en Nueva York.
Instead, if you contest, you're only fighting the fugitive warrant.
En vez de eso, si usted disputa, usted estuviera disputando únicamente la orden de arresto como fugitivo.
And you would be held no bond for 90 days.
Y se le retendría sin fianza por 90 días.
Would you like to waive or contest?
¿Qué desea hacer? ¿Quiere renunciar a la audiencia de extradición o quiere disputar la extradición?
Quiero renunciar, quiero ir para New York.
I want to waive. I want to go to New York.
Okay, so you have to close your local case first.
Usted va a tener que cerrar sus casos locales primero.
That case is set for tomorrow.
Ese caso está puesto para mañana.
So we'll set you for May 14th to see if you closed your local case.
Entonces lo vamos a poner de vuelta para el 14 de mayo para ver si usted ya ha cerrado su caso local.
And please don't forget to sign the waiver paperwork.
Y por favor no se olvide de firmar los documentos de la renuncia que no va a pelear la extradición.
Buena suerte, señor.
Muchas gracias. Una última pregunta.
One last question.
¿Cuáles son los cargos que se me atribuyen a locales?
What are my local charges alleged?
Corrections, that's M25-9801. I don't know what it's for.
Es el caso número M259801.
It says search warrant, obstruct service.
Okay.
Could you repeat the charge for the interpreter?
Obstructing the service of a search warrant.
The bond was given $1.
Se le dio una fianza de $1.
Please do not pay that bond.
Por favor, no pague esa fianza.
Because you'll remain held no bond on the out-of-state warrant.
Porque usted va a permanecer sin fianza por la orden de arresto de fuera del estado. The interpreter still couldn't understand the local charge. The interpreter apologizes.
Obstructing service of a search warrant.
Era obstruir la entrega de una orden de arresto. Ese es el cargo. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Luck.
Thank you.
Michael McInerney.
Did he waive, Judge, Mr. Maldonado?
Yes.
Yes.
Next case, McInerney.
If we're going to set for June 10th, Your Honor, we'd like to reset for June 10th.
Okay. Did he previously waive?
He previously done.
Okay. Reset June 11th.
June 11th. Oh,
Brian McQueen.
He previously waived, Judge, it's a date.
Is he present?
No.
It looks like he closed his locals, Your Honor, so we can start his 30 days for extradition
5/27.
and then reset for 5/27.
Okay, very good. And that's 2 cases, actually, yeah.
Correct.
Next case is gonna be Gene Green.
Your Honor, keep the governor's warrant on Friday.
Okay,
He contested previously.
all righty.
So, Your Honor, generally, we would give time for the public defender to determine whether defendant would like to contest the governor's warrant.
When would we reset?
I think because the governor's warrant has already been sent to the public defenders, a 15-day reset would be sufficient for the public defender to review and advise the client.
Okay, 15 days.
So 5/27.
Raheem Anderson.
Your Honor, we're asking for a 3-day extension.
Okay. That puts us at 5/15.
That puts us 5/15, the 9th, the 30th, we also.
Okay.
We'll pick up on that day.
5/15.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What's defendant is that, Judge?
That is Raheem Anderson, 5/15. Brady Hollander,
That's a quash.
George Valdez. Good morning, Mr. Valdez. Do you speak English?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
That looks like a quash as well, no?
No, Your Honor, this is a new case, no locals.
Oh, yep, my paperwork. Yeah, okay, got you. Go ahead.
Okay, good. Mr. Valdez, you're wanted on a warrant from Nassau County, New York. The warrant is regarding grand larceny of business records and possession of a forged instrument.
I don't know what that means. I saw that.
That is all the information I have on that. I don't have any details or facts about the underlying crime, but
Right.
they do want you to come and face those charges. So you have 2 choices here today. You can waive extradition, which means that you agree to go voluntarily to New York and find out more about those charges and fight those charges there.
Yes,
Or contest extradition, which means New York would have 90 days to obtain a governor's warrant for your return, during which time you would be held here, no bond. If you
Okay.
contest, you are not fighting those underlying charges, you're only fighting the fugitive warrant. Which would you like to do?
I mean, I definitely want to go to New York. That means that would I be released here to go to New York? Or?
No, Mr. Valdez, when you waive, you're still held here up to 30 days, no bond. We
Okay,
set it for 15 days to get New York to come sooner, but they do have 30 days to pick you up.
and if not, I'm let go, am I correct?
If New York does not come to pick you up, you're let go on the 30th day. However, the warrant still exists, so you could be rearrested on it at any time.
But I could get on a plane and go to New York and face the charges there.
Only if they don't pick you up by the 30th
Okay,
day.
yes, then I'll do that.
Okay, so please sign the waiver paperwork and we'll reset it for May 27th.
Okay, so I'm waiving it, so they got 30 days to pick me up, correct?
Correct, Mr. Valdez.
Thank you,
Good luck to you, sir.
thank you, thank you.
Sean Brown.
All right, Judge, was the reset date 5/27 for Mr. Valdez?
Yes.
Oh, just wanted to confirm. Thank you.
We're going for pending. It's going to coordinate.
Mr. Brown refused court.
Okay, let's reset this for 6/20 then. And then what about Jeffrey Youngblood? That's the one that we passed.
Judge, he's getting released, he'll be going to Atlanta, I believe, Judge.
And then the other young.
We already have
folks
arrangements
have
made.
arrangements too.
And Mr. Youngblood, they're both being picked up today.
Mr. Youngblood, and who else did you say?
Mr. Youngblood and Mr.
So what are we doing on Youngblood?
Well, he's
Raheem and Anderson, Judge, are both being picked up today.
Anderson. Hold on a moment. What number is the other person on the calendar?
Number 24 is Anderson. Page 12.
I don't have.
I don't have that on the out-of-state calendar. Is that an in-state?
We called them early this morning, Judge. Youngblood and Anderson.
Yeah, what you said Anderson was 24. That's not accurate.
On page 12,
Page 12, Judge.
Raheem reset 515.
Right. There was a extension request, but I guess he's getting picked up today. Maybe that we didn't know that
Yes,
yet.
yes.
So do we still keep the 515 date?
You can, Your Honor. If he gets picked up today, then it'll be set for quash tomorrow. That's for Mr. Anderson, number 27 on the calendar.
Back to
But Jeffrey Youngblood has not waived or contested his out-of-state warrant. So he's going to Georgia. That's what corrections is saying?
Alabama.
How is Alabama picking him up if he's not present before the court and hasn't waived or contested?
We can pass to get more clarity on it. He was told that they're coming to get him today.
Detective Toyos, do you know anything about that?
He hasn't signed a waiver. Alabama wanted to make arrangements after he signed a waiver, but he's not ready to be transported.
So then we need him to come before the court, Your Honor, to waive or contest.
So do we just want to set it over for tomorrow?
Hopefully Alabama's not here today.
Well, I'm going to set it aside. Get him
Your
before.
Your Honor, you can pass him and we can go and pick him up.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll stay online, and when he comes out.
Yeah, stay on the line. I just had a request to get the jail card in the body.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to move on to the in-state. That's going to be Miss F handling that, yeah?
Correct. And they don't waive or contest, and the public defender does get appointed on these cases.
Okay.
The reset date is 15 days.
Okay, public defender is appointed. The first one I have is Daylette Uribazo Hernandez.
She's present and needs the assistance of the interpreter.
She needs to scooch over so we can see her on the calendar. I mean, on the camera.
Tenemos que verla en la cámara.
Go ahead, Miss F.
Okay, Judge. So the defendant has a warrant from Monroe County with no bond.
La acusada tiene una orden de arresto del condado de Monroe sin fianza.
It's a violation of probation for DV battery.
Es porque ella no cumplió con su libertad condicional, violó su probatoria por un cargo de agresión.
And petty theft. So if we can please reset the case in 15 days to make sure she gets picked up.
Y hurto menor. Entonces que este caso sea puesto de nuevo en 15 días para asegurarnos que ella ha sido recogida.
All right, reset May 27th.
No bond.
No bond.
No hay fianza y el caso se va a volver a escuchar el 27 de mayo.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Buena suerte, señora.
Next case is Juliette Perez. Do we have Perez? Speak English, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, good morning. Is that?
Ms. Perez has a warrant out of Charlotte County dated April 30th, 2025. It has no bond, and it's in reference to possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The state is requesting a 15-day reset for Charlotte County to pick her up.
All right, ma'am, your case is going to be reset to 5/27, no bond. Good luck to you, ma'am.
I had gone to court with my father, and then I went to this.
Is there anything further we need to address with Ms. Perez? We need to move on to the next case, please.
Need to go. We need to-
Sabrina Gray. Good morning, ma'am.
Ms. Gray has a warrant from Pinellas County dated June 19th, 2024. There is no bond. It's for failing to appear at a pre-trial conference, reference depositing a worthless check, criminal use of personal identification. Also, there's another warrant for failure to appear for a jury trial. And then a third warrant, it says direct information count 1 failure to appear.
What is that?
Ma'am, those are the charges out of Pinellas County. So
I
at
know
this,
that, jury.
it must have been that you failed to appear to court when you were called to go to court for a jury trial. But your case is going to be reset to 5/27. You're going to be held no bond at this time.
Am I going back to Pinellas County?
If they pick you up.
Them to come pick you up.
So how many warrants I have?
It says 3 separate cases.
Why is it 3 separate cases?
It looks like they may have added a third case for a charge of failure to appear. It's unclear, but because it's a failure to appear, there is no bond.
Okay, also,
If you have any questions about the underlying facts of the case, I ask that you reach out
no,
to.
because how do I have 3 charges, 3 warrants?
Let me see if we could try to get you more information on the underlying charges, but right now it looks like you're going to be sent to Pinellas County. And your race date's gonna be 5/27.
They
We'll try
have-
to get you more information in the
They
meantime.
happen to then the company up?
Yes. By 5 when? 5/27 is your next court date.
And that's up there in Pinellas.
Here, and then go to Pinellas.
Good luck, Miss Gray. Cortessa Browning.
Miss Browning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Miss Browning was arrested on a warrant from Broward County dated March 26th of 2025. It's a felony not in custody capias for robbery without a weapon and petty thefts. There is no bond currently on the robbery. The petty theft carries a bond of $500. State's requesting a reset in 15 days for Broward County to come and pick her up.
All right, Miss Browning, you're going to be reset 5/27, hold no bond. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Okay.
Right, Judge, in these cases, when it's an NIC habeas, if the public defender wants to try and get the defendant a bond, the state has no objection. Because
Right.
this is her first appearance.
Okay. Sergio Zamorana.
Refuse court.
So Judge, it's a warrant from Indian River County. There's a $5,000 bond. Can we please reset the case 15 days for him to either pay the bond or get picked up by Indian River?
Reset 5/27, bond 5,000.
Sorry, what was that date again?
5/27.
Thank you.
Guatemala.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Ms. F.
The defendant was arrested on a warrant dated May 2nd, 2025 on the charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The total bond is no bond. It seems as though this may be a non-custody capias.
All right, at this point, it'll be a no bond hold, and we're going to reset for 5/27. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge, just to be clear, that he has no bond on the warrant from Broward?
Was this one yes. Right, Ms. F?
Correct. But sometimes I don't know if counsel wants to reach out to Broward County and see if they'll agree to a bond. It does appear to be his first appearance.
So does that mean I can request a monetary bond for him at this point?
So what Ms. Corey typically does is she reaches out to Broward County to see if they have a recommendation on a bond.
Okay, we will do that then. Thank you.
All right, good luck, sir. Antonio Perez Torres. Good morning, sir. Ms. F.
So Mr. Perez Torres was arrested on a warrant from Charlotte County.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. He does need a Spanish interpreter.
Okay, thank you.
He was arrested on a warrant from Charlotte County from April 28th of this year.
Él fue arrestado por una orden de arresto del condado de Charlotte del 28 de abril de este año.
It's for grand theft and there currently is no bond.
Es por un cargo de hurto mayor y actualmente no hay fianza.
All right, sir, you're going to be held no bond and your case is reset to 5/27. Good luck to you.
Señor, usted va a ser retenido sin fianza y su caso se pone para el 27 de mayo. Buena suerte para usted.
Jose Gutierrez Maldonado.
Espanol? Espanol?
Sí.
He's gonna need the services of the interpreter as well.
Good morning,
Quiero
sir.
decir las palabras a la jueza.
So Mr. Gutierrez Maldonado was arrested on a warrant from Collier County from 2022.
El señor Gutiérrez Maldonado fue arrestado por una orden de arresto del condado de Collier del 2022.
It's a violation of probation on a domestic battery, and there is a bond of $2,000.
Es porque él no cumplió con su libertad condicional. Le violaron la probatoria por un cargo de agresión, violencia doméstica y hay una fianza de $2,000.
Bond will be set at 2,000 and the case is reset to 527.
Se pone la fianza en $2,000 y este caso se pone de vuelta para el 27 de mayo.
Good luck to you,
Me
sir.
la podría dar un poquito más largo por debido a mi trabajo porque tengo que viajar yo de mi país, de donde yo vivo a la corte.
Can you give it to me for a bit later because I have to go to my job and ¿puede repetir para el intérprete que dijo? Usted
Sí,
tiene
un poquito más de tiempo para el día de la corte porque yo tengo que viajar de Virginia a Naples a la corte.
Because I have to travel from Virginia to Naples to court.
Para así hacer pedir permiso en mi trabajo.
So so I can ask my job for permission.
So Judge, the case is just reset the 15 days to see if he posts his bond or gets released. Or gets transported. If he does post his bond, he should get a new court date from that other county. We don't know it yet.
Su señoría, se vuelve a programar el caso, se pone otra audiencia para ver si él ha puesto fianza o si y ha sido puesto en libertad o si lo han recogido, lo han transportado. Si a él lo transportan, le van a dar una nueva fecha en ese otro condado.
Entonces yo puedo salir hoy porque yo pagué la fianza ya.
But I already paid bond, so that means I will be released today.
Yes.
Sí.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Gracias.
Hey,
Thank you.
Yep.
Good morning, Mr. Cox.
Mr. Cox has a warrant from Manatee County dated May 2nd with a total bond of $150. It's reference to some kind of violation involving a trespass. So we can post the $150 bond. And if we can please reset the case in 15 days.
All right, your case is going to be reset 527. Your bond is 150. Good luck to you, sir.
Yep. I just have a question.
Do you have a question?
Yeah. All right, so in regards to the case, I'm not gonna bond out, so would I transfer over to the other county or something like that, or?
They're gonna pick you up in 15 days if you don't post the bond.
Just double check. All right, thanks.
Delante Martin.
Yes.
Yes, that's me.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
So Mr. Martin has warrants out of Leon County. It looks like there's 2 warrants. The first is failing to appear on a trespass. There's a bond on that, $125. The second is failing to appear for cannabis, also $125 bond. So he can post his $250 bond. And if he doesn't post the bond, the state is requesting a reset for 15 days to make sure he gets picked up by Leon County.
All right, sir, your reset date is 5/27. Good luck to you, Mr. Martin.
What was the bond amount, Judge?
There's 150 each case. I'm sorry, 125 each case.
Total 250. Kenneth Lawrence.
I'm confused with Mr. Martin. You said 125 each count?
Are there 2 counts or 2 cases, corrections?
One count case.
It's 1 case with 2 counts, then each count is 125.
Got it?
Got it, Judge. Thank you.
Kenneth Lawrence.
He's in Ward D, Judge. Reset.
Okay, he's got a $100 bond. Corrections, should we reset this for tomorrow or the 15 days?
We can do day by day.
Okay, so if we can reset it for tomorrow.
5/13. Sherrod Morley.
NBC, Judge. Reset for Mr. Morley.
5/13.
Is reset tomorrow?
Yeah.
Judge? Okay.
Christopher Gauntlet.
NBC, Judge.
Reset 5/13. Jose Aladrocase.
NBC, Judge.
Reset 5/13. Claudio Torres Astudillo.
NBC.
5/13. Ideal Aguilar.
NBC.
5/13. Carlos Vina Borrego. I think he's there, right? Is that you, Mr. Vino Borrega?
¿Es ese usted, señor Vino Barrega?
We need somebody to unmute over there.
Necesita activar su sonido, que alguien le active su sonido. Es el icono con el micrófono en la esquina izquierda abajo.
All right. And do you need the interpreter, sir? Okay, go ahead, Ms. F.
The defendants got a warrant from Hernando County from November 22nd of 23.
El acusado tiene una orden de arresto del condado de Hernando del 22 de noviembre del 23.
It's for grand theft and there's a bond of $2,000.
Es por un hurto mayor y hay una fianza de $2,000.
Is that all? Because I have
There's another warrant from Martin County.
Y también él tiene otra orden de arresto del condado de Martin.
From September 23rd of 24.
Del 23 de septiembre del 24.
Also grand theft with a $10,000 bond, and he's not allowed to have contact with the alleged victim.
También es por hurto mayor una fianza de $10,000 y una orden de no contacto con la víctima alegada.
There's another warrant from Broward County.
Ms. F, hold on one second. On the first one, bond is set at 2,000. On the second one, bond is set at 10,000.
I need
Okay,
the case numbers, Judge.
The first one is FW25. Actually, hold on one second. Ms. F, can you
Right,
help?
it's FW25I01019. That's the one from Hernando,
What's the bond amount for that one?
2,000.
Por el cargo de Hernando, que es número FW251011019, la fianza se pone en $2,000.
The next one is Martin County. It's $10,000 for the warrant ending in 18.
Y la siguiente es la orden del condado de Martin. La fianza es de $10,000.
Corrections, you're good?
Yes, I got that one. Okay.
Okay, so the next one is Broward County. It's a warrant from May 9th of 2024.
Y la siguiente es una orden de arresto del condado de Broward del 9 de mayo del 2024.
For the first count, it's grand theft with a bond of 2,500.
Por el primer cargo es hurto mayor con una fianza de 2,500.
The second count, also grand theft, 2,500.
El segundo cargo también hurto mayor con fianza de 2,500.
The third count, also grand theft, but that's an ROR.
Y el tercer cargo también es un hurto mayor, pero por eso se va a poner libre bajo palabra.
So
The next
5,000. Go ahead.
The next warrant is from Brevard County.
Y la fianza por eso es en total 5,000 y la siguiente orden de arresto es del condado de Brevard.
And that's a warrant from November 21st of 23.
Y esa es una orden del 21 de noviembre del 23.
Total bond on that case is 10,000, 5,000 for each of 2 counts of grand thefts.
Y la fianza por esos es de 10,000, 5,000 cada uno por 2 cargos de hurto mayor.
The next warrant is from Hendry County.
Y la siguiente orden de arresto es del condado de Henry.
From June 18th of 24.
Del 18 de junio del 24.
It's for contempt of court and there's a bond of $829.
Es por desacato al tribunal y hay una fianza de $829.
So it looks like all of his cases have a bond.
Yeah.
Parece que él tiene fianza para todos sus casos.
The bonds will be set accordingly and your case is reset to 527.
Las fianzas se van a poner de acuerdo a cómo están y se vuelve a poner el caso para el 27 de mayo.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Tengo fianza, entonces puedo pagar esa ahí.
So I have a bond I can pay and be released.
If you can pay the bonds in all the cases, yes.
Si usted puede pagar las fianzas en todos los casos, sí.
All right, that appears to conclude that calendar.
¿Qué dijo? ¿Cuánto es el total? And how much is the total?
I didn't add it up.
No lo hemos sumado.
I believe it's 27,829 total.
Yo pienso que el total es 27,829.
Good luck, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
These are all added charges. Is that what this is? Or this-
We have Mr. Youngblood present, Judge.
Oh, just out of curiosity. All right, let me go back to Mr. Youngblood real quick. That was on the out of state.
Page 5.
Looks like no locals. Go ahead, Miss F.
I'll handle it, Your Honor. I'm here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot.
No worries. Mr. Youngblood, you have an out-of-state warrant from Mobile County, Alabama. It's regarding insurance fraud, identity theft, potentially several counts of that. It's hard to understand. So Alabama wants you back to face those charges. You have two choices this morning. You can waive extradition and agree to go back to Alabama to face those charges, and Alabama will have 30 days to pick you up. Or you can contest extradition, which means you're not fighting the underlying charges, you're only fighting the fugitive warrant. If you choose to contest, Alabama will have 90 days to obtain a governor's warrant, during which time you will be held in Miami-Dade, no bond. Would you like to waive or contest?
Waive.
Okay, thank you. So please sign the waiver paperwork and we'll reset your case for May 27th to try and get Alabama here sooner.
We're supposed to be here tomorrow.
We heard something to the sort, but you needed to waive first, and there's a deputy from the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office who will advise Alabama that you're ready for transport. So hopefully they'll be here very soon.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Folks, before we do the
That's it for me, Your Honor. I'll
take care. We're just gonna take a 2-minute restroom break, real quick. Yeah, I did. Levon Ochoa, but nobody responded to me.
Good morning. What page is Mr. Ochoa on?
14? Yeah.
Okay, it's an added charge battery on a detainee.
Ochoa. They not here? Yeah, put 'em on. They come. Come on, you bitch. No.
Levine Ochoa?
And Mr. Ochoa? You speak English, sir?
Mr. Ochoa?
Español.
You speak Spanish, Judge?
Okay, with the assistance of the interpreter. Good morning.
The added charge.
Yeah. You're charged with battery by detainee.
Buenos días, señora. Usted se le acusa de agresión por un detenido.
Ms. Eth, any objection to me setting a dollar bond?
I mean, typically Judge Glazer sets 2,500, standard's 5,000.
I'm setting it at $1.
Okay,
And then he'll go for bond review. What judge is this?
Judge Susan.
Okay, all right, so, all right. Bond set at $1. You've still got all your other cases in front of Judge Susan.
Se pone la fianza en $1. Usted tiene todavía todos sus otros casos enfrente al juez Susan.
Judge, I'm not sure, did you appoint the public defender and find probable cause?
You know what, I didn't, but yes, I do find probable cause. I read the A form, and the public defender is appointed on all cases unless otherwise told.
Y se halla que hay causa probable para estos cargos y se asigna a los abogados públicos para representarlo en todos los casos.
Good luck, Mr. Ochoa.
Buena suerte, señor Ochoa.
Christian Diaz Moore.
Yes.
Added charges.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Corrections. My apologies.
In Spanish, please.
Yes. With the assistance of the interpreter, you're charged with attempted aggravated assault with deadly weapon and petty theft.
A usted se le acusa attempted what, Your Honor?
Aggravated assault with deadly weapon.
A usted se le acusa de intento de agresión con agravantes con un arma letal y hurto mayor.
Judge Glazer already determined there are probable cause on both counts.
La juez Glazer ya determinó que hay causa probable para ambos cargos.
Defense, any arguments as to type of release?
¿Algún argumento de la defensa en cuanto al tipo de puesta en libertad?
I mean, Judge, I see here that he has absolutely no local priors, notwithstanding, the allegations, we'd be asking for release to pretrial services, or since I do see here on the A form, it indicates that he is homeless, request for TAP.
Su señoría, yo veo que él no tiene antecedentes locales, poniendo aparte los alegatos, yo pienso que esto puede ser puesto para servicios previo a juicio. Está puesto aquí que él no tiene casa, está en la calle, entonces también califica para el programa TAP.
All right, so here's a little wrinkle.
Hay una arruga.
There's also a battery by detainee.
También tiene otro cargo de agresión por un reo. Por un detenido.
The court finds probable cause.
El tribunal halla que hay causa probable para ese cargo.
Ms. Eth, are you requesting that I hold no bond on the first case because of the violation of release?
No, Judge. So it looks like he was arrested for the incident that happened on the beach.
Only one case. It's Mr. Diaz Moore.
Ellos saben que yo aquí estaba de vacaciones.
Right. and count one is not an attempt, it's completed. And then while he was in custody, he picked up a charge at the jail. I'm not asking for a hold.
Okay.
No estoy pidiendo que él sea detenido sin fianza.
Are you objecting to TAP?
¿Se
Yes,
opone a los programas previo a juicio? Sí.
because this is violence and then he committed an act of violence in the jail. Also, TAP doesn't take these charges.
Porque esto fue violencia y él cometió otro acto violento mientras estaba en cárcel y el programa TAP no toma estos cargos además.
All right, so as to the first case, bond on count one is 2,500.
En cuanto al primer caso, la fianza se pone en 2,500.
Count two, 150.
Por el cargo número 2, 150.
And as to the battery by detainee, $1.
Y por la agresión por un detenido, la fianza se pone en $1.
And there's also a stay away order
También hay una orden de alejamiento
in favor of Francisco Noriega.
Una orden de alejamiento de Francisco Noriega.
Not to have any contact with that individual.
Usted no puede tener ningún contacto con esa persona.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte para usted, señor.
Next case, Luis Diaz Lopez. Do you speak English, sir?
Do you speak English?
Español.
He needs the Spanish interpreter, Judge.
With the assistance of the interpreter, good morning.
Buenos días, señor.
Hola.
Hello.
With attempted aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
A usted se le acusa de asalto, intento de asalto con agravantes con un arma letal.
Judge Glazer previously found probable cause.
La juez Glazer previamente ya encontró, ya halló causa probable.
Bond will be set at 2,500.
Se pone la fianza en 2,500.
And you are to stay away from Felix Munoz. No contact with that individual.
Y usted tiene que mantenerse alejado de Félix Muñoz. No puede tener ningún contacto con ese individuo.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte para usted, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Anthony Gonzalez.
He's in Ward B, reset for tomorrow.
Reset 513. Ruben Diaz Lopez, is that you, sir?
No,
Who do we have?
I believe Javaris Lowe.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You are charged at this time with battery by detainee. It's an added charge. Court finds probable cause. Looks like you have other charges. What judge is he in front of?
Judge Verde.
Probation violation. I'm setting bond at $1 on this case. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do we have Diaz Lopez now or Gamble?
Judge, we have Mr. Gamble here.
Happy Mother's Day, Judge.
Gamble, you're charged with battery by detainee. It's an added charge. Court finds PC. You have other charges also pending, so as to this count, I'm gonna set $1 and you'll front of your other judge. Good luck to you. The other one out of turn is Diaz Lopez.
It looks like we also have a private attorney present. Corrections, if we can try and get the private attorney cases.
Yeah, that one's Gooden, right?
I see Philip Perez for with a private attorney.
Yeah.
Sorry, Judge,
Yes,
could
ma'am.
we? Oh, never mind.
We're gonna try to get both of those cases pulled. Who do we have there? You're muted.
Yes, Judge, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Yes, Judge, can we proceed with Mr. Diaz Lopez? We waive his presence.
Oh, okay. All right. So for Ruben Diaz Lopez, Judge Glazer already found probable cause on those.
He's also out on felony bond, Judge.
See that? Yeah. So there's a hold. What judge is that, Lopez?
Yes.
Okay.
So count one should be a 3rd-degree felony rather than a 2nd.
So I'm going to set bond at 2,500 on that count.
Okay, the marijuana, it's 29 grams, so whatever your honor wants to do with that one. Actually, I'm sorry, it's a total of 43.5.
All right. So 2,500 and then on count 3, 250.
If your honor sees, there's 2 counts of the 3rd charge.
Okay. 250 and 250.
Okay.
Thank you. I didn't see that.
Okay, count one was 2,500. Count two was what, Judge?
2,500, 250, 250. So 5,500 total.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They took out the first team. These are ready to go.
These are ready to go. Yeah, we definitely need Gooden and Philip something. I forgot which one. Perez, yeah. Thank you for your patience, gentlemen. We know you've been here for a little while.
If you want to take care of lady, she's right.
Okay. So I can go ahead and do Ani Grib Gonzalez Fonseca since she's right there. Does she speak English?
No. We're gonna need the interpreter.
Interpreter. Good morning, ma'am.
Buenos días, señora. Good morning.
You're charged with attempt to use an anti-shoplifting device and petty theft.
A usted se le acusa de intentar utilizar un dispositivo anti-hurto y hurto menor.
The court finds probable cause.
El tribunal halla causa probable para estos cargos.
Bond on count 1 is 2,500.
La fianza por el cargo número 1 es 2,500.
Count 2 is 250.
Y por el cargo número 2 es 250.
You are to stay away from the Macy's in Doral.
Usted debe de mantenerse alejada de la tienda Macy's en Doral.
You're going to go back before Judge Miranda because you're on probation there.
You placing a hold, Judge?
Yes.
Y a usted la van a poner enfrente al juez Miranda porque usted está bajo libertad condicional con él.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Buena suerte, señora.
So corrections as soon as you can get Gooden and correct.
You need Mr. Gooden, and who's the other defendant you need, Judge?
Perez. Please.
They're here, Judge. We'll bring him on, Mr. Gooden in now.
Okay, thank you.
You want to face this one?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
You're charged with engaging in a sex act. Family custody after 4/1/14. Ms. Eth, is this a non-bondable offense?
Yes, and the state did file a motion for pretrial detention requesting that the court grant the motion and hold the defendant over until tomorrow so he can appear before Judge Miranda to set a hearing on the motion.
All right. You have your attorney, Mr. D. Holmes here. You're going to be held no bond. I am signing the temporary hold for pretrial detention. The case will be set before Judge Miranda tomorrow, 5/13. So you're being held pursuant to both the pretrial detention and Arthur. You are, I find a clause, you are to have no contact with MP, the initials MP. No contact means no contact whatsoever. Direct, indirect, through a third party, no contact. Do you understand that, Mr. Gooden?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else, Ms. F?
Judge, just so I'm clear that this will be held before Judge Miranda tomorrow morning?
5/13, yes, sir.
You holding him?
Okay.
No bond. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
On to Philip Perez.
Judge, did the state file a motion for Mr. Gooden?
Yes, and I've signed the order. Mr. Perez, do you speak English?
Speak English.
Did you hear that, Judge?
You're charged with L&L molestation 12 to 16, as well as L&L conduct under 16. The court already found probable cause. You are going to be held.
So Judge, these are charged as second-degree felonies.
Okay, but I am going to grant the temporary motion for pretrial detention.
I didn't file it, Judge, on Perez.
I have one.
It may have been from the weekend. I don't think it's non-bondable because the victim allegedly was 12 at the time, not under 12.
But you don't have an intention to file either?
No, those motions are only for F1s and above.
Okay, all right. Let me backtrack then. What bond are you requesting?
So Judge, I don't see any criminal history. These are very serious charges. The victim is allegedly the stepsister. I don't believe that they're currently residing together. Standard bond on second-degree felonies is $7,500 each count. Requesting no unsupervised contact with minors.
Count 1, $7,500. Count 2, $7,500. In addition to the regular stay-away order, there'll be no contact unsupervised with minors. You are to stay away from victim with the initials PC. That means no contact whatsoever. Do you understand that, Mr. Perez?
Yes.
Mr. Palomares, anything you wish to add?
No, Your Honor. I think that that the victim is more than 1,000 miles away, and the client comes from a secure family. Both father and mother lived together for over 20 years, so it's a we'll agree to the bond, and I'll start working on it.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Good luck. First case I have now is Alicia Moore.
Alicia Moore.
Judge, she's not here. If we can reset.
Corrections, where's the defendant?
It's a female. What?
Alicia Moore.
Alicia Moore is the female from 2-2 that never came.
So what is it?
NBC.
Not transported?
Reset NBC.
Okay. So if Your Honor could please review for probable cause and we'll reset it.
Probable cause is found, not brought to court. Reset 5:13. Lisette Truiba. Is that you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good morning. Case in front of Judge Susan. I'm gonna place a hold. You're charged with possession of controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia.
A hold?
Yes, you have a case in front of Judge Susan where there was an AC issued, it appears. All right, I'm finding probable cause. Count 1, bond is set at 2,500 and count 2, 250. And you'll go back before Judge Susan. Good luck to you. Veris Lloyd is the next case.
You should qualify for pretrial.
Okay. All right, Miss Lloyd, you're charged with 1 count of possession of cocaine, 1 count of possession of cannabis. I'm going to order pretrial services with an alternate on count 1 of 2,500 and count 2 alternate 250. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Judge, you found probable cause?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mercedes Valdez,
Valdez, come on.
an added charge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're charged with battery by detainee. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set at $1. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Sorry, Judge, could you repeat that one more time?
Probable cause is found. Bond is set at $1.
Thank you.
Isis Caldevilla. You speak English?
She said yes, Judge.
Yes, okay, very good. Good morning. You're charged with possession of controlled substance, possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia, and resisting without violence. Looks like you have a case in front of Judge Delancey as well. Reviewing for probable cause. Court finds probable cause. Count 1, bond is set at 2,500. Count 2, 250. Count 3, 250. Good luck to you, ma'am. Ellis Ruiz Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
With robbery by sudden snatching, tampering with a witness, and domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. You are to stay away from victim Jamie. I can't read the last name.
Victim's last name is Babylonia.
Looks like there's another name after that.
Babylonia.
Oh, okay, all right. So you're to stay away from that individual. No contact whatsoever No contact direct, indirect, through email, text messages. You understand that?
I understand.
All right, I'm setting bond on count
Judge,
one.
it looks like she's got no criminal history. And they did live together, so if she wants to go back, she's got to go back with the police. I don't know if she's got anywhere else to stay.
Do you have another address?
What?
Do you have another address?
Yes, it's gonna be my father's address in Orlando. I don't have it right now with me.
All right, I'm gonna just set straight bonds under those circumstances. So it's 2,500 on count one, 1,500 on count, no, excuse me. 5,000 on count two. And
Actually, count two, should it be tampering with a misdemeanor, which is a third?
Yeah, I believe it's mischarged.
okay, okay, so count one PC is found, count two PC for F3, 2,500. So 2,500, 2,500, and 250. All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ariana Jackson Flores. Bond out? Okay.
Where? Right here?
Oh, okay. Say it again. This is going to be Soledad Dorsey. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
All right. You are charged with aggravated battery. The court finds probable cause. You are to stay away from victim with the last name Guillot. No contact whatsoever, no direct, indirect, text message, emailing through a third party. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do understand, ma'am.
Bond is going to be set at 5,000.
I can afford $5,000. The only income I get is at my son SSI, and that's like $975, and I pay bills with that. I can afford $5,000 because I just finished paying for my school son. He got to go to Orlando. I just went shopping for him, so I cannot afford that.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to direct your lawyer to file a motion for modification, give the judge some circumstances, but right now it's set at 5,000.
Okay.
Okay, good luck to you.
You gonna talk to?
Yeah, we're gonna file a motion.
Arthur Scavella.
Oh, right here.
All right, good morning, Mr. Scavella.
I'm doing this morning, Judge. How you doing?
Possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia, false name after arrest, and drinking in public. The court finds probable cause. As to count one, bond is set at 2,500. Count two, 150. Count three, 150. Count four, ROR. Good luck to you, sir. Thurston Williams. Do we have Thurston Williams?
We have him here.
All right, good morning. Sir, you're charged with possession of controlled substance and misdemeanor battery. The court finds probable cause. As to count one, it's going to be tap with an alternate 2,500.
Judge, I don't think, and you can verify with the TAP representative, they take batteries. Additionally, the defendant's got a conviction for battery from December where he was sentenced to 130 days.
On misdemeanors? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna order it for now and
Judge, it's over state's objection, so if your honor looks at the facts of the case.
I
he
did.
was- Right, he touched a woman, and then let me pull the prior battery and see what the facts were.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Judge, you said tap alternate.
Yeah, for now. Give me a second though.
Hold on, let's see what the facts of that other battery were. Give me a second. Okay. So it was a battery. Let's see.
It was spitting.
Okay.
All right, I understand it's over your objection. It very well may not go through anyway. So tap alternate 2,500 on count one, tap alternate 250 on to count two. And Mr. Williams, you're to have no contact with the victim, Tamara Wisser, in this case. No contact with that individual whatsoever. Do you understand that? All right, good luck to you. Bernardo Pellicer Dorta.
He's a bond out, Judge.
All right.
Montreal Brown.
One moment. Montreal Brown. All right, good morning, sir. You're charged at this time with aggravated battery, great bodily harm.
I'm gonna ask you don't speak about the facts of the case.
Court finds probable cause. Bond's going to be set at 5,000. You are to stay away from victim Joseph Medina. No contact means no contact whatsoever. Do you understand that? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, sir. I see that there's an iPhone with the hand raised. If you could put something in the chat so I know what it is that you're looking for, please. Danny Tiger.
Refuse court.
Say it again. Refuse. Okay, reset 513. David Centeno.
He has immigration hold as well, Judge.
Right. Of course, remains.
Sí. And Judge, we're gonna need the Spanish interpreter.
All right. With the assistance of the interpreter, good morning.
Buenos días.
You are charged with aggravated assault with deadly weapon.
A usted se le acusa de asalto con agravantes con un arma letal.
2 counts.
2 cargos.
2 counts of battery on law enforcement officer.
2 cargos de agresión sobre un agente del orden.
1 count of criminal mischief.
un cargo de daño a la propiedad
and 1 count of resisting without violence.
y un cargo de resistir sin violencia.
I reviewed the arrest affidavit and the court finds probable cause.
Yo ya revisé el reporte, el affidavit del arresto y hallo que hay causa probable.
Bond on count 1 is $2,500.
Por el cargo número 1, la fianza se pone en 2,500.
Count 2, $2,500.
Por el cargo número 2, fianza 2,500.
Count 3, $2,500.
Por el cargo número 3, 2,500.
And actually, excuse me, yeah. Count 4, $2,500.
Por el cargo número 4, 2,500.
Count 5, $250.
Por el cargo número 5, 250.
6, $250.
Por el número 6, 250.
You are to have no contact with Angela Sosa or Juvenile NC.
Usted no se le ordena no tener ningún contacto con Ángela Sosa y con el menor de edad con las iniciales NC.
No contact means no contact whatsoever. No direct, indirect.
Ningún contacto significa ningún contacto de cualquier manera, ni directo ni indirecto.
Do you understand?
¿Entiende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Buena suerte para usted, señor. Thank you.
Christopher Lemura.
Do you see anybody on Zoom?
He's still at Ward D.
No, he's in medical housing. He's supposed to be on Zoom. I'm not sure he's there yet. No.
Yeah. Why don't you pass in case you're able to get him the iPad?
You'll pass him. He's gonna be on Zoom.
So here's the deal. I prosecuted Mr. Lemura back in the mid 2000s for 2nd-degree murder. I think I just want to reset this for tomorrow. All right, so reset 513. Had a feeling I would see Mr. Lemura at some other time in my life. All right, the jury did not see it my way. Mario Lacayo.
He's gonna be on Zoom as well. Can we pass?
I will surely pass, yeah. Luis Centero.
Come on.
Do you speak English?
No.
With the assistance of the interpreter. You're charged with aggravated battery.
¿A usted se le acusa de agresión con agravantes?
No, a mí me atacaron y me asaltaron y me sacó un cuchillo y me tiró piedra y yo me tuve que defender y hay cámara.
One moment.
No, I was attacked and assaulted and they pulled out a knife on me and threw stones at me and I had to defend myself and there are cameras, there were cameras.
Y en la 7 de la 62 hace 2 días que me asaltaron y me robaron todo y hay video. Hace 2 días y estoy bien agolpeado también.
And I am very bruised and there is video from when I was assaulted.
Okay, the court already found probable cause. Bond is set at this time at $5,000.
El tribunal ya halló causa probable para estos cargos, se pone fianza en $5,000.
You are to stay away from Helen Geese.
Usted tiene que mantenerse alejado de Helen Geese.
You are to have no contact with that individual whatsoever. Do you understand that?
Usted no puede tener ningún contacto con esa persona de ninguna manera. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Pero como hay video que ella me robó y me asaltó y me tiró cuchillo y palo y piedra, ¿por qué no lo ven?
And how come you're not seeing the video? There is a video when it shows that she assaulted me and battered me and with a knife and with sticks.
Okay, looks like he walked away. Next charge is Angel Rivera.
It's an added charge.
I see. Is he there? Do you speak English, sir? I can't hear.
Yes.
You're charged with battery by detainee. I find probable cause. This is an added charge. I'm setting $1 bond. Good luck to you.
Right. $1 bond, what
Alejandro Rivera.
Also an added
The added
charge.
charge. Judge.
Yeah, he's got a case in Division 21.
Refused, Judge.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and make a PC finding. Count 1 is going to be 2,500. Count 2 is 250.
Sorry, what was count 1?
2,500. Count 2, 250. Tommy Johnson White.
Refused court.
This is the second time he's refused.
PC was already found yesterday. Count 1, 2,500. Count 2, 50.
They count 250, Judge.
150 on that one. Roberto Alarcon Alvarez.
English?
English?
Spanish, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Buenos días, señor. Good morning.
Armed possession of controlled substance.
¿A usted se le acusa de posesión de una sustancia controlada?
Armed possession of another controlled substance.
Posesión armada de otra sustancia controlada.
Misdemeanor possession of cannabis.
Delito menor, posesión de cannabis.
And possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia.
Y posesión con intención de utilizar instrumentos para drogas.
Are there any arguments as to release? I find probable cause on all counts.
Hallo de que hay causa probable para todos estos cargos. ¿Algún alegato en cuanto a su puesta en libertad?
No sé, yo no tengo ningún.
Oh, no, that's for me.
No tengo ningún, porque no había cannabis.
No, I'm gonna make arguments on your behalf.
Señor, yo voy a hacer alegatos en nombre suyo.
Yes, Judge. So it looks like Mr. Alarcon Alvarez does not have any local priors, and he does have an address. Given the nature of the charge, I don't believe you qualify for pretrial services. So we'd be asking for a house arrest alternate bond.
Su señoría, estamos solicitando arresto a domiciliario y una fianza alternativa. Yo creo que por estos cargos él no califica para los servicios previo a juicio, pero él no tiene antecedentes y él tiene una buena dirección.
Any objection, Ms. F?
No, no objection.
Y ninguna objeción de parte de la fiscal.
It's going to be house arrest level 1.
Va a ser arresto domiciliario, control comunitario nivel 1.
Waive costs and fees.
No se van a pedir los costos y honorarios.
Alternates are count 1, 5,000.
Fianzas alternativas son 5,000 por el cargo número 1.
Count 2, 5,000.
Y 5,000 por el cargo número 2.
Count 3, 250.
Por el cargo número 3, 2,500.
Count 4, 150.
Y por el cargo número 4, 150.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Next case is Edward Paris. Good morning, Mr. Paris. You're charged with 1 count of possession of cocaine. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 20.
He should qualify for pretrial, I think.
He does or does not?
He should.
Does? Okay, all right, that's fine. It'll be pretrial services, alternate 2,500. Thank you, Ms. F. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Treadell Lane.
Yes, sir. It's a light. Come on.
Oh, you come right here. All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with grand theft of a firearm, carrying a concealed firearm, third-degree felony transportation of drug paraphernalia, and possession of a weapon while committing an offense. The transportation of drug paraphernalia.
The judge, it should just be drug paraphernalia. He is 19 years old. I don't know how your honor feels about maybe put him on house arrest, letting him go to work and school.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna find probable cause. It's gonna be house arrest level 2. Standard conditions. Waive costs and fees. And the alternates are gonna be 2,500 on each count.
So just count 3 would become a misdemeanor, right?
Count 3 is 250. Sorry, I said it. I wrote it and said it differently. Yeah, count 3 is 50. Those are alternates though. So it's house arrest, alternates. Corrections, you got that?
Yes, Judge.
Count 4, 2,500 alternate. And again, that's level 2 standard conditions. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Jimenez.
I just got a bond. How much is the bond?
Mr. Jimenez, do you speak English?
He needs the Spanish interpreter.
The services of the interpreter. You're charged with burglary with assault or battery.
A usted se le acusa de hurto con agresión.
Battery and criminal mischief.
De agresión y de daño a la propiedad.
The court finds probable cause.
¿El tribunal haya causa probable para estos cargos?
Count 1 is no bond.
Por el cargo número 1 no hay fianza.
Count 2, 250.
Por el cargo número 2, 250.
Count 3, 150.
Y por el número 3, 150.
Signing an order for a temporary hold for pretrial detention.
Estoy firmando una orden para detención previa a juicio temporal.
And you are to stay away from Edgar Jimenez. Do you understand that?
Y usted tiene que mantenerse alejado de Edgar Jiménez. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Sí, lo entiendo.
Yes, I do understand it.
Back to you, sir.
What was count 3, Judge?
Come on, sir.
150.
150.
Buena suerte para usted. Y la fianza por el cargo 3 es 150.
Ontario Graydon. All right, good morning. You're charged with fraudulent use of a personal identification, grand theft in the second degree, and organized scheme to defraud. Give me one moment.
So Judge, counts 2 and 3, I think should be 3rd-degree felonies.
Okay, so it's to count 1, find probable cause, count 2, 3rd-degree felony grand theft, and count 3, 3rd-degree organized scheme to defraud. You are to stay away from the Hyatt Regency and Coral Gables. Are there any release arguments? I don't see any priors.
Right, so he's got a unknown permanent address, a driver's license from Georgia, and I do see some prior arrests, it looks like from Texas.
Okay, count 1, 2,500, count 2, 2,500, count 3, 2,500. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Jeremy Woodard, the co-defendant. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're charged at this time with fraudulent use of personal identification, organized scheme to defraud, grand theft, and possession of cannabis. As to counts 1 and 4, the court finds probable cause as stated. As to counts 2 and 3, the court finds probable cause for 3rd-degree felonies. What about this one, Miss F? Do you see any?
So he's got a North Carolina driver's license, an address out of North Carolina, so no local ties. He's not going to qualify for a program.
Count 1, bond is set at 2,500, count 2, 2,500, count 3, 2,500, and count 4, 2,500. And you're to stay away from the Hyatt Regency and Coral Gables. Good luck to you, sir. Richard Thomas.
And Judge, we waive the reading of the charges.
Okay. Court finds probable cause. Ms. F, any request for elevated bond?
Right, so there is PC, the defendant does have criminal history, but it looks a little bit dated. Due to the nature of the charge, state's requesting a monetary bond of $15,000.
Bond is set at 15,000, and there is a stay away order from the alleged victim in the case you're not to have any contact with her whatsoever. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Ahmed Alam. All right, Mr. Alam, good morning. You're charged with possession with intent to purchase cocaine and possession with intent to purchase marijuana. A prior judge has already found probable cause. Bond on count 1 is set at 5,000, count 2, 2,500. Good luck to you, sir. Next case is Christopher Allen. Good morning, sir. You're charged with aggravated battery pregnant victim with a deadly weapon, resisting without violence. The court finds probable cause.
So Judge, I think it's an F2, no weapon. That being said, it's violent. The victim's 7 months pregnant, and the defendant's got a prior 20-year prison sentence for murder, requesting an increased bond with house arrest.
All right, so PC on count 1 is for a second-degree felony with no weapon. PC is found as to count 2. You're to stay away from victim Esther Guillaume. No contact means no contact whatsoever. No direct, indirect, through a third party. Do you understand that? Do you understand?
Sorry, Judge, it was on mute.
Yes, ma'am, but I never had a weapon. I don't understand how I'm being charged with a weapon.
That's why I found probable cause for no weapon. Count 1 is going to be house arrest, level 1, plus $15,000 bond. Count 2, house arrest, plus $250 bond. It's level 1, total lockdown, waive costs and fees.
I work. How do the other, I work, man.
You can go before
I
your
have a child that I take care of that stays with me full time.
I'm going to waive all the costs and fees. All right, good luck to you.
Judge, would you be willing to consider house arrest level 2? He does work and he does provide for a minor child.
What is the state's position? You know what? I'm not doing it. This individual must have not gotten out that long ago on a 20-year sentence for second-degree murder.
That was over 5 years ago.
Judge and ask for modification if need be. Good luck to you. Let me take a look. I think the next one I need to make sure that the bond company is here. Next case is Mitchell Carlos. Next case is Mitchell Carlos. All right, good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Not too much.
Spanish.
Español, sí, por favor. Cuando estoy medio nervioso no me sale el inglés.
When I'm nervous, I can't speak English.
That's fine. We'll get the interpreter here. You're charged with robbery by sudden snatching.
A usted se le acusa de hurto mediante arrebato súbito.
And tampering with a victim.
Y manipular a la víctima.
I'm going to ask that he doesn't speak about the facts of the cases. Everything is being recorded.
Le pido que no hable sobre los hechos del caso porque todo está siendo grabado.
All right, I find probable cause. I don't see any priors here.
Hallo de que hay causa probable, no veo que él tenga antecedentes penales.
Anything, Miss F, that I don't see?
It looks like he had a case that was dismissed and sealed, so nothing really.
Nada, actualmente parece que hubo un caso que fue desestimado y sellado.
All right, on count 1, bond is set at $2,500.
Por el cargo número 1 se pone la fianza en $2,500.
Count 2, $5,000.
Y por el cargo número 2 en $5,000.
There may be a legal issue on count 2. Because
that's about that too, but
because what was he tampering with? Had he committed a crime when the victim went to call the police.
Y puede que haya un alegato legal en cuanto al cargo número 2.
And Judge, I do see that it's charged as an F2, but then it says tampering with a witness victim, 3rd-degree felony.
I'm gonna find no PC on that one and release outright.
That's on count.
Count 2. That's
Por el,
outright.
por el cargo número 2 se halla que no hay causa probable y debe ser puesto en libertad.
You are to stay away from Ana Martinez.
Usted tiene que mantenerse alejado de Ana Martínez.
You are to have no contact with her whatsoever. No direct, indirect, third party, no contact. Understand?
A usted no se le ordena no tener ningún contacto con ella de ninguna manera, ya sea directo, indirecto o a través de terceras personas. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Judge, I do believe that they live together. Is he allowed to return to the home one time with police presence to gather personal belongings?
Ma'am.
Su señoría, yo creo que ellos viven juntos. ¿Se le va a permitir a él ir una sola vez con un policía a recoger sus pertenencias personales? Sí.
No, while the case is pending.
But where are you gonna live? They'll live with her.
You're going to have to find a place where you can stay that is not in violation of the stay away order.
Okay, but I talked with her and she is agree with that. There's nothing, she told me that.
Right, counsel, your mic is on. I don't know if you want this private.
All right, next case is Eric Joseph. Good morning. You're charged with possession of firearm by convicted felon, 4 counts of shooting or throwing deadly missile, possession of ammunition, or actually possession of firearm by someone adjudicated delinquent, 13 counts, and 1 count of criminal mischief.
I was the victim, man, not the suspect.
Say anything about your case, okay? I'm just reviewing it. Your lawyer's not. There's also another A form for attempted first-degree murder, discharging a firearm from a vehicle, and unlawful discharge of firearm in a public place, and that attempted first-degree murder is 5 counts.
Whenever the court's ready, we can talk about it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Whenever the court's ready, we can talk about it.
Go ahead. I think I'm ready.
All right. So count 1 is felon. Okay, so count 1 I think is for having the firearm in violation of the injunction. So there's PC on that. Count 2 is for deadly missile throw. The way the statute it's written, it's not per victim, it's per item thrown or per projectile. So I don't know if it goes through more than 1 projectile being thrown. The other charge is for felon in possession. There's PC for at least 1 count. I'm not sure where they got the 13.
Oh, either.
And then I believe there's PC on the criminal mischief. And I don't know if there's an amount of damage on that one. And you know what, Judge? I think that,
19, right?
right, and then I think the final charge actually is the appropriate charge rather than count one. So what I think we should do is find PC on counts 1 for felon in possession, and then ROR the 13 counts of the third charge.
So that's 6 through 18 would be ROR. What about 2 through 5?
2 through 5 is, well, there's PC for at least 1 count. And my recommendation would be to set $1 for the rest because we don't know exactly how many times the car was shot into.
Okay. Count 19.
Count 19 is the criminal mischief. There's PC for a misdemeanor amount, so a misdemeanor bond.
And count 20.
There's PC on that one, and that's a misdemeanor.
Okay, so for count 1, bond is going to be set at 5,000. For count 2, 5,000. Count 3, $1. Count 4, $1. Count 5, $1. Count 6, 5,000. Seven through 18 ROR. Count 19, 250. Count 20, 250. Then as to F25, 9582.
But Judge, if you look at the big picture, so I think the victims in that first case were unintentionally shot at when this case was committed. So in this case, he shot at the victim returned fire, and he ended up shooting the victim's car in the first case.
So how many counts would you argue PC on that first 5 counts?
I think that there are 5 victims on the back of the A form. I think there's PC on all 5.
Those are all non-bondable?
Yes.
Bless you. All right, PC is found as to counts 1 through 5. Count 6 is discharging firearm from a vehicle. That's probable cause. An unlawful discharge in a public place or residential property. Probable cause. So as to counts 1 through 5, no bond. Count 6, 5,000. Count 7, 250. So you're going to be held no bond pursuant to the charge. And the court is signing a temporary hold for pretrial detention on case F259582. And I'm signing stay away orders for all of the following individuals. They are all juveniles, I believe, so they had,
Judge, they're not all juveniles. It's Marcy's law. That's why there's initials.
oh, okay, got you. ALST LD PM HC AL another TM. I don't know if it's the same person or a different person. You're going to be in jail, so I don't think it's going to matter so much. HC LD. You understand you can have no contact with any of those individuals. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And Judge, she's also out on felony bond F 24-12089. You placing a hold on that case as well?
Ma'am, I'll hold. All right, next case is Brian Boyd. Good morning, Mr. Boyd. You're charged with armed possession of cannabis more than 20 grams and possession of firearm by convicted felon. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 5,000 on each count, so a total of 10,000. Good luck to you, sir.
Case that for, Judge?
What's that?
He has two cases.
That's right, 5,000 plus 5,000, total 10,000. Good luck, sir. Morris Sales.
Judge, on this one, unless I missed it, I didn't see the weight on the trafficking. I can bring the officer in for PCH.
Okay. You want to do it this afternoon?
I can try for this afternoon.
So let's reset the hearing afternoon calendar 5:12. Got that corrections?
Yes, Judge.
Oscar Castro.
No, that's, no, you're Mr. Sales?
Mr. Sales.
He's reset for this afternoon for a PC hearing. Probable cause.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mr. Castro, you're charged with possession of cannabis more than 20 grams, possession with intent to sell cannabis and resisting without. Court finds probable cause. Count 1, bond is set at 2,500. Count 2, 2,500. And count 3, 250. Good luck to you, sir. Angel Santana.
Yeah, a fourth count.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
There were two counts of the resisting without.
That would be 250. Another. Thank you. Angel Santana. All right, we need the interpreter, I believe, on this one.
Yes.
Mr. Santana,
Yeah.
Señor Santana,
you're charged with possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a school.
A usted se le acusa de posesión de cocaína a menos de 100 pies de una escuela.
Possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia.
Posesión con intención de utilizar instrumentos para drogas, parafernalia.
Resisting without violence.
Resistir sin violencia.
And trespass after warning.
Y estar en zona prohibida después de haber sido advertido.
The court finds probable cause.
So Judge,
Yep.
on count one, I don't think there is an enhancement for the school if it's just simple possession.
Yes, Judge, I was actually about to make that PC argument.
Makes it an F2 or an F3.
It should be an F3, just possession.
Que el cargo número 1 no se puede añadir, no hay el incremento de la escuela, va a ser posesión simple, delito mayor de segundo grado.
Bond will be $2,500 for count 1.
La fianza se pone en 2,500 por el cargo número 1.
$250 for counts 2 through 4, total $750.
A 250 por los cargos del 2 al 4 para un total de 750.
Stay away from the Latin Quarter. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Y usted tiene que mantenerse alejado del Latin Quarter. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Louis Casey.
Casey Louis.
Yes,
Louis Casey.
How you doing, Judge?
You're charged with polluting a police officer, misdemeanor stalking, and resisting without violence. Any PC argument? Right, the court finds probable cause as charged.
State's requesting a bond with house arrest.
Count 1, $5,000 bond plus house arrest. Level 1. That's total lockdown. I'm going to waive costs and fees. Count 2, $250. Count 3, $250.
Judge, would you be willing to make it house arrest level 2 as he just has a position to work? I believe he has an apprenticeship.
Yes, ma'am, with FPNL.
What's
FPNL.
with FPNL?
Yeah, the Florida Power and Lights.
Power and Lights.
State?
I'll defer to the court.
All right, I will make it level 2 standard conditions. I'm going to waive costs and fees, but it's a 5,000 plus house arrest on that level 1. Mr. You're to stay away from Brittany Rollins. You're to have no contact with her whatsoever, no direct, indirect, through third party, text message, email, no contact at all. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Judge, for count 2 and 3, is there also bond plus house arrest?
Do straight bonds on those.
Okay.
Walter Reyes.
He's gonna need the Spanish interpreter.
Mr. Reyes, you're charged with 1 count of aggravated battery.
Señor Reyes, a usted se le acusa de un cargo de agresión con agravantes.
Ms. Nath, are you requesting anything special with the bond?
¿Se está solicitando alguna fianza, alguna condición de fianza especial?
No, Judge.
No, su señoría.
Bond is going to be set at 5,000.
Se pone la fianza en 5,000.
You're to stay away from Gabriela Reyes. You're to have no contact with her whatsoever.
Usted tiene que mantenerse alejado de Gabriela Reyes. No puede tener ningún contacto con ella de ninguna manera.
You understand?
¿Entiende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Frank Lopez. Mr. Lopez, do you speak English?
No, Judge, he's gonna need the interpreter.
Mr. Lopez is charged with fleeing and eluding and driving with a suspended license.
Al señor López se le acusa de huir y eludir y también de conducir con licencia suspendida.
The court finds probable cause.
¿El tribunal halla que hay causa probable para estos cargos?
Hey, would you have any objection to pretrial services? Yes.
He's requesting a bond because he fled from the police.
Okay. I'm being told that he was granted TAP on the traffic ticket. I'm going to go ahead and do TAP with an alternate of 2,500 for count 1.
Se pone una fianza alternativa de 2,500 por el cargo número 1 y se ordenan los servicios previo a juicio TAP.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Duhart, you're charged with petty theft, 2 or more convictions.
Mr. Duhart. Sorry, we're just gonna.
The court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 2,500, and you're to stay away from the Publix at 128th and Biscayne. Do you understand that?
Judge, would you be willing to consider TAP given that he's homeless?
No. Good luck to you, sir. All right, the other one that we passed, it was a medical, I think, was Mario Lacayo. They were going to bring on Zoom.
It looks like they haven't been
For
able
the
to.
PM, Judge.
We can reset it,
For this afternoon?
please.
Yes, Judge.
Very good. Reset 5:12 p.m. calendar. Oh, I have one more to sign. And why don't we say about a 1:45 start for,
Corrections, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
okay
Thank
with
you,
that?
Judge.
1:45 works?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You'll be in recess. Oh, one more to say? Okay, sure. I think it- It's sales.
Yes, sales. I saw the same problem that obviously the public defender saw as far as there's no amount on that.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was the state that said it.
Okay, well, at least there.
Yeah,
no.
I know.
All rise and raise your right hand. All rise and raise your right hand.
I'm wondering if they're not hearing you.
Yeah, they probably don't have their thing turned up. I'll have to call them.
All rise and raise your right hand.
Todos de pie, levanten la mano derecha.
All rise and raise your right hand.
Señores de pie, levanten la mano derecha.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
Juro o afirma que el testimonio que darás la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad, diga, lo juro.
May you have a seat. Madam Interpreter, raise your right hand. Do you swear that you will and faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish when you get the question asked, answer given, and the best your ability has such ability? Say I do.
I do, Maria Gabriela Gonzalez, certified court interpreter. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. All right, corrections. We're going to pull Morris Sales out to the front of the line. It's number 10 on page 3, I think. And for the afternoon session, unless otherwise stated, the public defender is going to be appointed on all cases. This one, we have a private attorney, Mr. Hilton Napoleon is present. Mr. Sales, good afternoon. I saw you earlier this morning, and you are charged with possession with intent to sell cocaine. Substance. Another trafficking charge, possession of cannabis, and it's set for a PC hearing, Ms. N.
So I did send an e-notify to the officer, but I haven't been able to contact him. So maybe we can pass it a little while because I know there's a private attorney here, see if the officer logs on. If not, the state's got 48 hours to establish probable cause, so we may need to reset it for tomorrow.
Okay. Mr. Napoleon, what's your preference? Do you want to stick around a little bit, or you want me to set it over for tomorrow morning?
Judge, if you set it over for tomorrow morning, that would be fine. Obviously, we would ask for him to, or the officer to appear as soon as possible. I can always log on to Zoom. I do have to run back to my office, but if the officer does appear, I can leave my contact information. I can log on and we can have it today if they like. I've already seen a copy of the arrest affidavit.
Judge, let me see. There's somebody calling me. Let me see if it's the officer. Give me a sec. Sorry, Judge, it was my daughter. So why don't we pass? And if not,
let's just
let's set it for, if the officer doesn't appear, we're at 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
Is that okay, Mr. Napoleon?
Yes, and I'll
Okay.
file the appearance to have all my information updated. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock?
The 10, let's do 10.
10.
Oh, 10 o'clock,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Okay,
So if the officer logs on, we'll let you know. If not, 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
that's fine.
Thank you. Oh, you do? Oh, is that Eric King? Or-
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. King, come on.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. King. You're charged at this time with battery on law enforcement officer, possession of a weapon while committing an offense, resisting with violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to review the arrest affidavit.
And Judge, when you have it, when we're ready, the public defender has PC arguments to make.
Well, I believe Mr. Napoleon is
Yeah.
here on that case. So,
Oh, my apologies.
Hilton Napoleon on behalf of Eric King.
all right. I'm just reviewing the A form. For the
I had a chance to look at it, Judge. Thank you.
Any PC arguments at this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
So, Judge, as far as the battery on a law enforcement officer, as you can see, and I actually had an opportunity, this woman here has a video, a Ring camera of the entire incident, which is probably why Mr. King is pleading with the public defender about what happened in this particular case. So I know Your Honor can only really consider what's in the four corners of the affidavit. They accurately stated what happened. There was an incident that was on another block, not involving them whatsoever. And then two officers approached a vehicle. They realized that they were not involved in the dispute, and they told them to go inside of the house. Mr. King went inside of the car, as it's actually shown on the video. When he was inside of the car trying to get a pacifier for one of the babies that you can actually also see on the video, the police officers required him to get out of the car, and they put him in handcuffs. So at that particular point in time, there was no probable cause for anything. The incident was on another block, and they arrested him, put him in handcuffs. Now, granted, I understand as Your Honor reads later on, they claim that while he was in handcuffs, behind his back, which you could actually see on the video, some way, somehow, he decided to just strike an officer as he turned, which I submit to Your Honor is borderline impossible if you see the way that he was handcuffed. In addition to that, he was completely, and I'm just telling you as an officer of the court who just looked at the video, he was completely calm. He was completely cooperative. He didn't say or do anything to these particular officers. This video not only has video surveillance footage, but you could hear the audio as to what actually happened. So, Judge, I'm not saying that there's not probable cause in the four corners of the arrest affidavit, the battery on a law enforcement officer, but I'm saying that what they're telling you is that he struck an officer while he was handcuffed behind his back. And I think in the totality of everything, he has a security license. He went to Miami Central High School. He's never been arrested. He's never been arrested on a felony before. He has no priors. I think that all things considered, that an ROR is appropriate in this particular case. The firearm that they found on his person while he was in handcuffs, he has a concealed weapons permit. He's a security guard. He has a security license. So there is no probable cause for that. And I think that if you do find that there's probable cause for battery on a law enforcement officer, that's basically the same as resisting an officer with violence with a firearm. Those are basically redundant. But I think that this is one of those cases where an ROR is appropriate. If not, it should be a very, very, very low bond, even when you look at the allegations on the police report as you can read them yourself.
Ms. F?
So Judge, I haven't had the benefit of seeing that video or the body worn camera. There's PC from the A form, but I don't see an extensive criminal history. Maybe reduce the bond on the felonies. And the state will investigate.
Judge, if you look at what they said, though, they told the man to go in the house. He went in the car. They had no reason to do anything. They admit it. That's why I'm asking for all things considered. I understand, Your Honor, that this is a bond hearing. I understand he's accused of committing a felony while handcuffed. I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around how somebody commits a battery on a law enforcement officer while they're calmly handcuffed. But
Final word, Ms. F?
I mean, it looks like they told them to go inside. The group refused to do so. And then I guess that's why they asked him to get out of the car. But again, Judge, I'm okay with reducing the bond.
Okay. The court finds PC on all counts. Bond's going to be set. Count 1, 1,000. Count 2, 1,000. Count 3, 1,000.
Judge, count 2 is a... Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was a misdemeanor, but it's a felony. Okay.
Counts 1, 2, and 3 are 1,000 each. Count 4 is an ROR.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you, sir. Have a nice day.
You too.
And just before council leaves, I just want to confirm that Officer Riveron isn't logged on. Officer, if you're here, can you raise your hand on Zoom, write something in the chat? Right. So it looks like probably 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see you then. Or somebody will see you then, not me. Okay, Alicia Moore.
Judge, I don't believe she's present.
This was a reset.
Could we promote corrections to the Zoom?
I can do that. Hold on.
Got it. Okay. So who do we have here? Is this Mr. Bodden?
Mr. Bowden?
Mr. Bowden, I'm sorry.
Mr. Moore.
Okay, Martin Bowden. One moment. All right. Good afternoon, sir. You are charged at this time with armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon and false name after arrest. Looks like you were out on a felony case F256671. There's going to be a hold on that one. And
So I think there may only be PC on an attempt. It says that the defendant wasn't able, it says the victim was able to recover the cans of milk before he walked out.
For count one, PC for attempt. And count two, PC as charged. Bond on count one, 5,000. Count two, 250. And Mr. Bowden, you're to stay away from Marcela Ramirez and the U gas station. You're not to have any contact whatsoever. You understand?
No report on the, yes, ma'am, understand.
All right, sir. Roderick Holt.
Judge, did you place a felony hold?
I did.
Okay, just to confirm.
Next case is Roderick Holt.
He's coming.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Holt. You're charged with possession of controlled substance, possession of cocaine, and possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia.
Yes.
Court finds probable cause. Count one, bond is set at 2,500. Count two, bond is set at 2,500. Count three, bond is set at 250. Good luck to you, sir.
Was it 2,500, 2,500, 250?
Yes.
Thank you.
Marcus Bobbitt.
Come on, let's go. Mr. Bobby.
Mr. Bowden.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Bobbitt. You're charged with battery on a person 65 or older. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 2,500. You are to have no contact with Jacob Bobbitt. No contact means no direct, indirect, through a third party, text message, email, no contact whatsoever. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
So I have bond.
Isaac Oliver.
He's out on felony bond, F-25, 7135.
Be a hold. All right, Mr. Oliver, you're charged with aggravated assault with deadly weapon.
Yes, I'm here.
One moment. The court finds probable cause. Bond set at 5,000. There's a stay away order in favor of JM and Fairfield Inn. You understand you have no contact with that individual and not allowed to go to the Fairfield Inn? Do you understand?
She asked you if you understood. Sorry, Judge, could you repeat?
That you're not to have any contact with JM or the Fairfield Inn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir. So the one that I have in my pile was the one that I said I prefer to set over for tomorrow.
Then I'm sorry, Judge, were there felony holds as well?
Yes,
I just wanted to confirm.
yes, on Oliver, yeah. On Christopher Lemura, this is the one where I said I'd prefer to set it over for tomorrow, but I don't know. Do you have him there?
He'll be reset for tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, good. Mario Lacayo in medical.
Can he be promoted, please?
Oh, I had him there. All right.
Come on, Mr. We're here, Judge.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Judge. He's here, Judge.
Hi, Judge.
Hi. Lacayo, you're charged with battery on an emergency medical care provider.
False charge, but okay.
Just take a look at it. I don't think you should say anything right now, okay?
I can't hear you.
I said I don't think you should say anything about the case right now. Just let me take a look at it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, the court finds probable cause. Any release arguments at this time?
So he's listed as homeless. It doesn't look like the officer.
I'm not homeless. I live at a nursing home and rehab center. And because of the illegal Baker Acts that Ghetto Aventura Hospital put on me, they won't accept me anymore. So technically I'm homeless, but my insurance pays for long-term care I'm entitled to. That's part of the reason I took the water on that.
Oh, nope, Mr.
So Judge,
Nope,
maybe
nope.
just, I don't think a program's gonna take him with the charges. Maybe just set a bond, reduce it.
Yep, bond is set at 1,000. And yeah, okay, bond set at 1,000. Good luck to you, Mr. Lacayo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's my attorney.
She's listening on the Zoom. You just can't see her, I don't think.
May I speak to her?
Not right now, but you will be able to when we're offline, okay?
Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy Mother's Day, kiss your mother.
Thank you. Twan Mickens.
Thank you, madam.
Field reset for tomorrow.
I'm gonna go ahead and check the PC.
Yes.
Mickens, yeah. All right. I'm finding PC, but I'm resetting 513. But I found PC. Eduardo Garcia Alvarez.
Yeah, gotcha. Sorry about that.
The interpreter?
No, he speaks English.
Okay. All right, good afternoon, sir. You're charged with false imprisonment and domestic battery. If you give me one moment. All right, the court finds PC.
Judge, if I may be heard on PC. Yes, Judge. So I think on page 3 of the A form, it says that the victim, Ms. Alvarez Quesada, stated that she stood in the center of the bedroom near the only exit, which was partially obstructed by the doorknob. It also says here that it sounds like she said that she didn't want to speak to Mr. Garcia Alvarez and asked him to move, to which he refused. It doesn't sound to me that this is a full blocking of her ability to exit the actual room. For false imprisonment, it has to be forcibly by threat or secretly confining, abducting, imprisoning, or restraining another person without lawful authority. against his or her will. To me, that partial obstruction still seems like she had the ability to circumvent around him and exit the room. So I would argue that there's no PC for false imprisonment. Rather, she chose at that point not to leave.
Ms. F?
So, okay, told him to move from in front of the door. He refused. Let me see. Sorry, this A-form is kind of tough.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
This A-form it's kind of long. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out.
Names all being hyphenated. I couldn't tell who was who for a minute there, so.
It says, so mom asked him to move out of the way so she can leave. He refused. I don't know, Judge. But I think counsel mentioned something on a doorknob, but I didn't see that.
Yes, it's on page 3. I think the pertinent language is partially obstructing the doorknob. That's not like a full obstruction, fully keeping her from blocking access to the doorknob. To me, the partial obstruction doesn't appear to be a full like restraint or confinement, which is required for false imprisonment. If she's still able to reach for and access the doorknob, then in theory, she would be able to walk out and leave. Instead, she, I guess, chose not to.
It says, Mr. So he was. Hold on. Maybe an attempt then. Does he have any other family members he can live with?
He's indicated that he has another place he can stay.
All right, I'm gonna find PC for count 1, attempt, count 2, PC. As to count 1, house arrest, level 2 plus $500 bond, count 2, house arrest, level 2 plus $500 bond. Waive costs and fees. And there's going to be 2 separate individuals, stay away orders, AC and YA. You're to have no contact with either of those individuals. No contact means direct, indirect, through third party, text message, email. Do you understand that? Mr. Garcia Alvarez, do you understand?
Judge, if I may, given the fact that Mr. Garcia is only 21 years old, he has absolutely no local priors. And this appears to be what appears to be barely a felony offense if it's merely attempt. I'd ask if the court would consider pretrial services, given that he has another place to stay.
They're telling me he doesn't qualify.
He doesn't qualify?
Does your honor want to make it an alternate?
I can still order it though, right? All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and reverse my course here, and it's gonna be pretrial services, alternate 500. This is a very strange circumstance. Pretrial services, alternate 500. But I need you to understand those stay away orders. You do, right?
So he can go back home one time with the police, get his stuff, but he can't have any contact with his little brother or his mom. He can't live at the house.
For some reason I can't hear him. I don't know if he's saying yes or.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Alejandro Fernandez. All right, good afternoon. You speak English?
I believe he's going to need the interpreter, Judge.
Interpreter present.
You're charged with 1 count of possession of cocaine.
Tiene un cargo de tenencia de cocaína.
Court finds probable cause.
Este tribunal declara que existe fundamento legal.
Bond is set at $2,500.
Fianza, $2,500.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte para usted, señor.
Roque Rodriguez.
He may qualify for a program.
All right, good afternoon. Do you speak English?
He said yes.
You're charged with possession of cocaine. Court finds probable cause. I'll hear about release.
Judge, it looks like Mr. Rodriguez doesn't have any local priors. This is a simple possession case. We would be asking for pretrial services, assuming he qualifies.
He does have out-of-county, Judge. He's on probation until 2026.
Right.
It's from Collier County.
Bond is set at $2,500. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Joe Sanchez Mezzarine.
Find out.
Dr. McCoo.
We pass he's in jail right now.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Can we pass he's in jail arraignment? I'm requesting him now.
No problem. Anderson Ruiz Ramirez.
He's gonna need the interpreter.
Interpreter present.
Good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, Anderson Ruiz Ramírez.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Battery.
Your Honor, can you repeat for the interpreter? Something overlapped your voice.
Yes, you're charged with burglary with assault or battery.
Se le acusa de allanamiento en conjunto con acometimiento y agresión corporal.
Robbery by sudden snatching.
Hurto con una rendición repentina.
Fleeing and eluding a police officer.
Escapar y eludir al agente policial.
And resisting without violence.
Y resistirse al agente policial sin actos violentos.
Why am I missing the resisting part?
The fleeing and eluding, would Your Honor just do $1 on it? It looks like it's included in a supplement that we don't have.
Okay.
Judge, I'd actually ask you to find no probable cause, given that there are no.
I'll stipulate to no PC on
counts
3 and 4. Yeah, but I don't know if counsel wants the $1 because we may file on it, and the state's requesting that the defendant be held without bond on 1.
What do you want? Defense?
Judge, we don't have any PC arguments as to counts 1 and 2. The concern was mostly with 3 and 4. I understand that count 1 is a PBL and he could be held subject to Arthur.
Okay. All right. So as to counts 1 and 2, the court finds PC. Counts 3 and 4, there's no PC. Count 1, no bond. Count 2, $2,500. Counts 3 and 4 will be $1, I think, for game time purposes, unless you say otherwise.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, may the interpreter relate?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. En los 4 cargos que tiene, la defensa argumenta que no existe base legal. La Fiscalía está de acuerdo con que no hay base legal en cargos 3 y 4, pero solicitan imponer monto de fianza en $1 cada cual, ya que es con propósitos de su ganancia de tiempo carcelario. Primera acusación, allanamiento con acometimiento y agresión corporal, no existe monto de fianza. Segundo cargo, $2,500. Tercero y cuarto, $1 cada cual.
All right, and you're to stay away from MR. You're not to have contact with that person in any way.
Y no se puede acercar, según orden judicial, a la persona cuyas iniciales son MR. No puede tener contacto de ninguna especie con la persona. Nuevamente, orden judicial.
Good luck.
Ok, está bien.
Buena suerte para usted. All right, that's good.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Danny Tiger.
Judge, we have Mr. McCoo here.
Oh.
Passed.
I'm sorry. Before we go on, Mr. Ruiz, for count 3 and 4, are you doing no PC release outright or $1 bond each?
$1 bond each. All right, back to Mr. McCoo.
Good evening, Your Honor.
So you're charged with resisting with violence, trespass after warning, indecent exposure, misdemeanor possession of cannabis, and open container of alcohol. Court finds probable cause. Count 1, 2,500. Count 2, 150. Count 3, 150, and count 4, 150. And you're going to stay away from 706 Southwest 6th Avenue in Homestead. You understand?
Yeah.
Good luck to you, sir.
Count 5 and 6.
Oh, I did.
Or just 5.
5 and 6. My apologies. One moment.
I don't think there's 6.
I see 5.
It's 5.
Yeah, count 5 as ROR. All right. Good luck, Mr. McCoo. I don't have counts. I have 5 counts. Oh, there was a misdemeanor. I think maybe they were looking at. That's I'm seeing it on the priors. But that
Already $1 bond on this one. So how much my bond is total?
it's on the prior sheet. If you look, there's a B25, but I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
But that's not.
not for us. Yeah, yeah. All right, we're done with Mr. McCoo. My next one's Danny Tiger.
Refuse. Reset for tomorrow.
All right, I'll reset it, but I'm going to review for PC. All right, court finds probable cause, but it'll be reset to 513. Anthony Gonzalez.
4D.
Okay, 513. Edwin Romero.
4D. Reset for tomorrow.
All right. 4D, I'm finding probable cause. Reset 513. All right, I only have the one, Alicia Moore, that we passed.
BC. Reset for tomorrow.
Okay. Reset 513. All done. All right, thank everybody.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.